And what's up YouTube, it's your pal Moonstone, and I gotta hear you guys going, "Hey Moonstone, why is the audio of your video sound different?" Well, it's because I'm using my old microphone to film this video. If you're wondering why, well, my newer one, the actual good one, is on vacation right now. I let a friend borrow it and hasn't returned it yet, so I'm gonna use this one for now. Now, as the video says, I'm going to go over all the fursuits that I've made. And first I gotta point out one thing, the first one was absolutely terrible. It was literally dangerous. I built that one out of cardboard. It was falling apart. You could have suffocated in it. So I did that one instantly. But I did keep all the others that I made over the years. Even the one that I used when I first started this channel. So I hope you enjoy reviewing that. But I should new viewers to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. I did not expect to get this far. I'm really happy. And if you guys have any video suggestions, just comment down below and I might do them. And I want to give a small apology for why I haven't been uploading as often as I used to. There's been a lot of stuff going on at home. We did a lot of cleaning, we're doing a lot of stuff, so I haven't really had that much time to sit down and script for videos. Or ASMR roleplays, but I do have a lot more planned, so I promise I'll be back in the game soon. But first off, I'm going to start off with the second fursuit I made, because like I said, the first one I just threw away, it was too dangerous. So everybody, this nightmare sadly is the very first fursuit I tried to make. Well, second first one. The reason it looks like this is because I actually built it on a skeleton mask. The reason why, this skeleton mask has a moving jaw that opens and closes. That was my first idea. I wanted a fursuit that had a moving jaw. There's no tutorials online of how to do that, so I just guessed, and I gave up halfway through, mostly because I was also using styrofoam, which started to melt after I put hot glue on it, so it didn't hold together very well. That, and I had no idea how to sculpt the features, I had no idea how to install the eyes, I had no idea even where to get fur, so I eventually gave up on this one. I didn't know there were tutorials on YouTube. I wasn't really a YouTube person back then. I started doing this one when I was only 11. So now that I know that there's more tutorials online, that really helped me a lot. It really helped make me make this one. So I'm very proud of what I have so far. But yeah, sadly, this piece of junk is gonna give me nightmares forever. And now for the second one. This one you guys have probably seen already. For those who have watched my channel for a long time, it was the first official fursuit head that I've ever made. And some people in the comments actually asked, hey, what happened to your old fursuit head? Why'd you make a new one? Well, I'm just gonna break it to you. This one, it's just not safe anymore. I'm serious. I could really suffocate in this thing now. If you're wondering why, well, it's because I cheated a little bit. Yeah, I cheated. I know in most fursuit tutorials, you have to use regular foam to wrap around the head, but I didn't have a lot of foam, and I didn't want to waste a lot of it, so I used styrofoam. Not in the whole thing, no. The muzzle right here, that's made of squishy foam, but the ears are made of styrofoam that I cut really thin, and certain parts of the head have the styrofoam thing too, and sadly, when the styrofoam wears out with age, it slowly starts to peel apart, and that makes the head lose all of its shape, just squishing it, make it harder for your normal head to fit in there. And right here, I can feel where the foam got disconnected from the styrofoam, and now it's just completely off. Now, I don't know if you guys can see up through the camera very well, because I also put foam on the bottom. You can see where the styrofoam is, and see where it's starting to peel off. And with it peeling off, it's stretching the fabric, making the seams seeable, and another design flaw, the ear's crooked, the jaw's crooked, but the part that I'm very sad of, the part that I did that really makes me sad about this one, don't get me wrong, I really love this. It was my first fursuit head ever. I really am proud of it. But sad part, that's right, I just glued this on. The hair on this head right now, that's actually sewn on, but this one I just glued on. The same one for the back, and that was just to hide this. Yeah, the seam where I sewed this on there. So yeah, that one, I'm very proud of it. It looked amazing, but slowly it just became unsafe, and I just couldn't wear it anymore. So that's why I had to replace it. I didn't really have a choice, to be honest. And I know you guys are expecting me to throw this one too, but this one's actually a good fursuit head for a starter, so I'm just gonna sit gently on the floor. And now I only have a few more to show you, but most of it's just fursuit parts. Actually, all of it is, besides this head. So this was the first fursuit collar I made. Now, the specific reason why I made it is because the head on my other fursuit head, it's not really a good neck. It doesn't have a really good neck. I just sewed random fabrics around it. So when I put it on, it looked like the neck was slowly falling apart, even though it was made like that. So I made this collar to tighten around it, so that way you couldn't see the seams. And it worked really well. No one noticed. But eventually, after I made this new head, I started using it as a normal accessory, and I really love it. And it doesn't have a real buckle, it just has a small strap where you can slide the thing through. And the moon right here is actually made of real metal. Don't ask me how I cut it. It was a process. I actually cut myself in the process. So seriously, guys, don't mess with metal. It can be really dangerous. So yeah, that's the fursuit collar. And I'm just going to show you the paws now. The feet paws, I can't actually show you because I'm actually fixing them right now. But I'll show you the big paws first. These are the paws I made with my first fursuit head. As you can see, nothing really fancy on the front, but on the back, or guys, which way is the front or back? I can't remember. But anyway, on the palm side, you can see it looks like normal fursuit paws. The other problem is, with the way that these claws are on there, it's kind of hard to pick stuff up and not have one of these get torn off, because these are hanging on by a few threads. That's how hard it was to sew these on there. And eventually, when I made my new fursuit head, I realized, okay, I have to make paws that will allow me to actually grab stuff. So, here's one of them. The fingers are a bit longer, they're more extended, and it makes it a lot easier for me to grab stuff. Now there's no claws on here. I kind of miss the claws, I really do, but this is the only way that I'll be able to grab stuff now. I'm serious. These paws, I couldn't even start recording. I have to take them off, press the record button, and then put them back on again really quickly, so I won't have to edit out that much. And the final part, voila, the tail. It is so short, it looks like a giant hot dog in a way. Oh no. When I look at other fursuit tails now, I wonder why I thought this small, because this thing is tiny. It's tiny. All fursuit paws are usually humongous, and I chose tiny. I don't know what I was thinking. Again, this is when I first made my new fursuit head. The reason I didn't make a new one for my newer one is because, well, I ran out of blue fur, and I'm still waiting for that order I have to show up. It's lost in the mail. But I didn't follow that many tutorials online. I just looked at some step-by-step stuff on WikiHow, which is a really good website, by the way, but it doesn't really show you everything. So yeah, I didn't know how to attach it, so I just put a small clip right there, so you can just hang it from your pants. So yeah, nothing fancy, and last but not least, I'm going to show you this one. As you can see, this one isn't actually complete all the way. Again, I don't have enough blue fur fabric to finish the neck, so I'm still waiting for that to arrive. But other than that, things are a lot better. The tongue is held on with Velcro. These eyelids are actually magnetic, but the magnets aren't very strong. I'm waiting so I can get some newer ones. And as I said, this fur is actually sewn on. And my favorite part, the ears are floppy. Yeah, I love that. And on the back, it's all blue fur fabric, not just a strip that's stripped on there. So it looks a lot more like a husky's head. And I like it how it's more of a original fursuit design, because that one, its muzzle was a little long, so it didn't match the way my Splinter Soda's description was perfectly. But this one does more. Okay guys, that's pretty much all for today's video. I'm sorry if it wasn't anything fancy, and I'm sorry I haven't uploaded as often as I used to, but I promise I'm going to try and get my game back on. Things are a little difficult because of how we have to keep up with stuff and with all the events going on this summer. But I promise I'll have more stuff out for you soon, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. But until then, peace, see you later, bye.